welcome back to another video. So this one here is another 7.3 video. This one is one of the paths of 7.3.4. It's one of the paradox paths that you need to watch out for within the new 7.3 content. And basically every time you put a debuff on the opponent will gain a paradox charge, and the way to remove them is just through dexterity, so just avoiding their attacks. If you're a lot smarter than me, which probably isn't quite difficult, you would make sure you take off the what's yours is mine mastery, because the weakness is just going to be another debuff that's just going to make the paradox even harder. But I decide I've got a reliable so in overflow, so I'm just going to power through it and take my time. And taking the time was the main thing. I think overall the path was like 42 minutes or something. So the whole video is going to be put in 2 times speed, just so you can kind of see what was happening. Gilly's mechanic of healing herself if she gets below 16% saved me on quite a few occasions, especially with this ghost. And all you need really is to ramp up on guillotine, and then once you've got the special free and you're good to go. There's a few troublesome defenders, but ghost shouldn't be one of them. And yeah, so this fight I'll just kind of shut up now, but yeah, it's pretty much just keep going all the way to the end like you would with Gilly, and then throw a special free to gain the charge for the next fight. So the next fight here is this Havoc. I'd say it's the second worst fight on this path. You basically just need an armor up champ to be able to do anything against him, because as you'll see through this fight, throughout the entirety of it, and the way it goes, if you didn't have one, the amount of plasma detonates that would have gone off would have been absolutely crazy. So yeah, Dex in the special ones here. As you can see, that takes a lot of the paradox off. So I need to keep trying to make sure I am putting the debuffs on. I'd rather have 2 little paradox and do the 90% less damage or whatever it is, than have too many and almost or watch guillotine almost drop dead again. So there I took a combo, so I've lost my combo, so now I'm going to build it back up and it's going to be a slow fight. Guillotine's regen there coming in absolutely massive and just healing it pretty much to full. But yeah, it's just one of these fights, and this path will take a while, especially with a roster like mine. Most of my roster, to be honest, seem to be quite debuff heavy or relevant. I did notice that when I was looking for it, and with the What's Yours Is Mine mastery on. This is mainly just for AQ at the moment, because I have 2 variations that have the What's Yours Is Mine sort of weakness needing to be applied. So the actual mastery itself is called Resonate, but I just call it What's Yours Is Mine because it's basically the only purpose for it. That, and if you really want to, and you have Void as one of your main champions, it helps a lot too. But yeah, apart from that, just watch this Havoc fight. Next up here is this Yondu. I wouldn't say this one's a tough fight. The main thing to watch out for on all of these fights, especially if you're going to use someone like Gilly, is the fact that you quite often can get cornered. You might have to fight your way out of it a little bit. And there's just no guarantee of when the degens are going to come up, or when the weakness is going to be applied. So a lot of the time you literally could do a 5-hit combo and gain like 3 debuffs, or you could gain 1. It all depends, you have to keep watching it the whole time. But just keep baiting Yondu's special ones. It's the easiest way. Again, if you do have other champions that you think, oh, they won't put many debuffs on, you can get these fights done a little bit quicker. I would suggest using them because, like I said, this path took me like 40 minutes. This next fight here against Neymar, I thought I'd have a little bit of fun, so I brought in my rank 4 Guardian. And yeah, he cleared the fight pretty quick, to be honest. To say it was a rank 4, it felt pretty quick. It's probably about the same as the other ones. I don't mind, I'd love to get this guy as a 6-star. I'd take him to rank 3 because the damage is so good. just throw a couple of special threes normally to get him ramped up. And once you've got some of these charges, you can just go and hit some crazy numbers on the special 2s. But yeah, so this is, I'm going to throw a couple of special 3s and then go into special 2s to try and get as much damage as I can. Obviously trying to watch out for Neymar reflecting the shock damage back at me, and also the paradox charges at the same time. So there's a couple of things to watch out for. You can see there, Guardian's charges are still going up. He was on 10, he's just going down to 9 now. But I got another force field charge just then, so they are building up. It's just getting into the cycle of it. So here I just requested a bit of help and decided to go try and use Gilly 99 on this Red Skull. The aim was to get Gilly to make sure she was ramped up for the final fight, which is that domino. In my opinion, it's a bit of a shady move from Kabam to stick a domino that's got 400k health on a path where you need to be putting debuffs on them, because everything's just going to be crit failed, and hardly anyone, or if anyone, is immune to the crit fail. So by the time you've got rid of 400k health, you've probably lost at least one, even 6-star rank 3 champion. So yeah, it's just kind of, in my opinion, it's almost a guaranteed death. But yeah, so we're just going through this fight here. Red Skull's starting to pin me in the corner. The damage is nice, and just remember, don't ever hit Red Skull's block if he's got armor ups. So there's a couple of times where I thought about it, and then I remembered who I was fighting, so I decided against it. But yeah, that's this fight. As you see in here now, he's got me pinned in the corner. I'm trying to fight out of it, but it's just not working. And I keep trying to keep my special free for the end, but he ends up killing me. So, just going to send Warlock in to finish off the job. If one robot's not enough, then the second robot will finish it off, I'm sure. So coming into the last fight on this path now, against the RNG queen herself. Most people don't like fighting her as a defender at any point. But as you can see here, look, by the time I've even done like a couple of % on Domino, the percentage has already come down. I imagine most people probably do choose to use someone like Warlock on this fight. Tech champions obviously don't get unlucky, so you don't have to constantly worry about blocking the specials. The other thing is that it seems very hit and miss with how many debuff you put on from Warlock's special 2. And you'll see in here I do take a couple of goes on the paradox damage. Sadly, just from the special 2s itself, doing more debuffs than what I expected. It ends up killing me at least once. Spoiler alert there. Well, a bit late now. But yeah, so I'll just let you keep watching this fight, and it's the last one on the path. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.